What's up, guys? It's your boy Corey McNabb, back with another Here's What I've Learned. All right, we're gonna pick back up with Richest Man in Babylon. All right, so last we left off, we went over the 7 cures of a lean wallet. Today we are basically catching up to where I'm at. All right, I've read a few chapters extra since then, so it's not going to be chapter by chapter. For the most part, a lot of it is a reiteration of the same stuff, just different ways, right? So it goes on to they discuss luck, right? So a lot of people were like, "Oh man, I was lucky today. I found a wallet, right? Or I found a purse or whatever that had money in it, you know." And they're like, "Well, how do we attract?" Of course, in Babylon, they're like, "How do we attract the goddess of luck? Like, how do we do that?" And so they really got to thinking about it. It's like, okay, well, has anybody ever really made a fortune and stayed in fortune by gambling? No, they couldn't think of anybody. What about like horse races? What about all the different things that you can put some money in and potentially get a lot, like lotteries, right? And while yes, some people have won, they don't keep it. They don't, like, it quickly runs through their hands, right? So they make the argument, they start asking, okay, well, what about times when you just missed luck, right? Like, you're about to get a lucky opportunity, you just missed it. And so they start recounting stories. There's one guy who, he was coming back from trying to sell camels or buy camels or whatever. He was an animal trader, and he's outside the city walls of Babylon, and the gates were closed for the night. Of course, he was frustrated, hadn't been great. Well, there's this guy comes up to him. He's like, "Hey, look, my wife's sick. I need to get home. I came here to sell my sheep, but I need to go. I can sell you my 900 herds of sheep at a really good price if you just basically buy them now." Well, it was dark. He couldn't see. He couldn't really count them. He was wary, so he said, "I'll wait till the morning when I can see them and count them, and then I'll pay you." And the guy's like, "I really need to go tonight." Well, needless to say, he didn't buy them. He said, "We're gonna wait." Morning came, gates of the city open, and people rushed out to buy the sheep. And because apparently there was a siege going on, so they were low on stock, low on food, low on all that stuff. So ran out, and this dude sold this sheep for way more than he was gonna get from this guy. So he's like, "Ah, that was a moment when I lost, I missed out on luck." There was another similar story, but mainly the biggest things between them were they missed out on opportunities because they procrastinated, they hesitated, and so they missed out on these opportunities. So what they determined is that luck comes to those, what we call luck, is actually the ones who jump on opportunities that are given to us. So that's a big thing. Goes into kind of reiterating the whole keeping 1/10 of whatever you make, and I'm just kind of skimming through chapters, guys. There's no specific stuff. The most recent thing I read was about the 5 laws of gold, which again reiterates keeping 1/10, making sure you invest your money wisely with Wise Counsel, understanding that your money will disappear if you just spend it wherever, can get taken by tricksters, schemes, whatever, right? If you're thinking of putting it into investment that promises high return, like unimaginable return, yet you have no idea about the investment, you're not sure about it, you don't know enough about it, and the people that are offering the investment don't know a whole lot about it, it's probably not a good investment, right? You want to have Wise Counsel, people who know what they're talking about. And it's basically just different forms of that. The other, 2-3 laws. I'm sorry, I don't remember it off the top of my head. And then the last thing is talking about taking up securities, right? So if you're lending money, making sure it's a good investment. If someone comes to you, hey, I need this money for this adventure or this venture, not adventure. I want to start this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, do you have experience in that? Do you have a plan? Is it sound? Or do you have counsel? Like, if everything seems good and it seems like you're going to get your money back, sure, absolutely. What can you put up as security, right? So that's kind of the whole premise. It talks about this money lender that has a chest of tokens. So he knows, hey, every time he lends money, he takes a token from somebody. Sometimes it's jewels, sometimes it's, one dude he knows is responsible and is going to pay him back. He's a camel trader, and all he gets is a piece of rope that's tied in a knot. That's his token. Like, has no value, but he knows he's going to pay him back. Whereas there's other people that are iffy, but they put up security of something far more expensive than the loan that he lent out. So he keeps that too. So having securities is a big thing. So yeah, that's part 3, Richest Man in Babylon. That's pretty much where I'm at. I think I only got like maybe 3 or 4 chapters left. So I'll update you guys with that. That being said, guys, if you like this kind of content, what I'm learning, let me know. Like and subscribe. And until then, guys, if I don't see you on the podcast, see you in the next video.